In every particle of every piece of every piece of every piece of every piece, there is wanted and unwanted. And the more you train yourself to the vibration of wanted, then the nicer experience that you're going to have.
So that's the same with everything. When you just ignore the lack, the isness, and you just look at what you want, then all the lack starts to melt away.
Yes, precisely. Yeah. But the operative word here is ignore. Because if you're in the middle of it and there's momentum going, law of attraction will not allow you to ignore it. You're already part of it. And so now you're asking yourself to do an impossible thing. I've got this momentum going, and now all of a sudden I'm just going to change subjects. Have you ever had the experience of deciding that you're going to meditate and then go to meditate and you can't quiet your mind because the momentum is such that you can't quiet your mind? That's why we encourage it earlier in the day rather than later, because there's not so much momentum on so many subjects going. But sometimes it is difficult to quiet your mind, and we want you all to be nicer to yourself. We don't want you to take this conversation as any sort of judgment or criticism of why or what you are doing in the middle of a negative situation. Life is happening around you. Manifestations are full of all kinds of things. But we would like you to be less involved in the manifestations that are already underway and more involved in the manifestations that are in the process of becoming. We would like you to be more aware of what you are doing in terms of the receptive mode and the thoughts that are flowing. You could be so well in the receptive mode that something could be going on with family or friends, something could be going on, and you could walk in the room and your momentum could be such that if they're not too far gone, you could make a difference just by walking in the room. And even if you stay and listen for a little bit, you might be, since you're still in the receptive mode, inspired to say something really funny or really clever or really insightful that might awaken them to what's going on in some way. And you might be so on your game that whatever comes back to you, you're ready for that too. We're not suggesting that you have to run and hide all the time. We're just saying if you're not ready to be ready to be ready to be ready, run and hide. But if you're ready to be ready to be ready, then that's where some of the most brilliant, insightful things will come, you see. Sometimes in the middle of a very big problem, and you're the one that has the solution, and they'll look at you like, where did you come from? How were you able to get that solution so easily? And you'll say, because I wasn't in here all wadded up with you and the problem. Solutions come easily to those who aren't all wadded up in the problem. That's why step 1 and step 3 are very far apart steps, with source energy smack dab in the middle, giving you the answers to everything that matters. Helpful? This was a good conversation.